Stewart, and today we are going to make a black cherry chai. It's fall, it's chilly out, I love to drink chai when it's cold out, so today I'm going to show you guys how to make the best chai from scratch, and then we're going to add a little bit of black cherry flavor in there because that is truly my favorite flavor. The first thing you're going to need is a saucepan. Next, I'm going to put about 1.5 cups of water in. For 1.5 cups, we're going to do some black tea. This is the brand that I use, and I like to do about a teaspoon. Now, let me just say, if you're going to do more than a teaspoon, you're risking that your chai is sort of on the bitter side. If you're into that, I love that for you. I am not. I don't love bitter things. I like really sweet chai, so I'm going to just do 1 teaspoon of the black tea, and it goes right into the pot. Just like that. So now is the time to start putting in our spices. So I'm going to start with 1 stick of cinnamon. So we're just going to throw the stick in there. That's going to be the first thing that I put in there. But first, you want to put everything in here before you put anything on the heat. So we start with that. 1 stick of cinnamon in here already. Now what I want to do is I've got some black cardamom. So I'm just going to do 2 little nubs. I don't know, there's probably a better word for it than nubs, but that's what I'm going to call it, of black cardamom. I'm just going to throw that in there. Now this one is a little funky. I am actually just going to put, okay, that's a lot. I'm not going to put this much. So these are black peppercorns. I'm going to put 3, no, I'm going to do 4, I'm going to do 5. I ultimately did 5. So we're going to do 5 black peppercorns. It's going to be on the spicier side, but nothing crazy. I mean, this all gets strained out, right? So just keep that in mind. Now I'm going to go in with a star anise. Okay. So we've got 1 funky star anise. The flavor of that is extremely strong, so I just want you to be mindful to not put too much of that in there. And honestly, this is all dependent on taste. You can add more things, you can do less. It's really whatever you want your chai to taste like. So now I've got fresh ginger. You can use powdered ginger if you don't have fresh ginger. Honestly, it's not a huge deal. But I just like to slice off a little bit of my ginger rub here and just toss that in. I like to do a little bit extra because I like when it's like a little on the spicy side. So I know I already put 1 cinnamon stick in here, but I'm also going to throw in a little bit of Ceylon cinnamon. Now, Ceylon cinnamon just means Sri Lankan cinnamon. When you have like cinnamon hearts or Fireball, the alcohol, that's what that cinnamon taste is. It's different from what you would just regularly buy in terms of cinnamon, unless you're in a place where Ceylon cinnamon is common, but here it's less common. So I'm also going to throw a little bit of that in just because it adds something a little bit unique to cinnamon. It smells so good. It's just so different from regular cinnamon. So I'm only going to put a little bit in there, just a tiny, tiny sprinkle, because I don't want it to just taste like cinnamon tea. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put this on the stove and we're going to boil it. Now, chai is truly an exercise in patience. You really want to go low and slow. That's really the goal of this. So we're going to put this on the stove top right now. We're going to heat it up, slowly heat it up to a boil. And then as soon as it comes to a boil, we're going to shut it off. So that is our next step in making our black cherry chai. Hi, Aggie. Hi, Aggie. She loves to be in here when I'm cooking. She's my little goth dog. I know she doesn't look like a goth dog, but she is. This guy is slowly heating up, which is exactly what we want. All right, this guy is coming up to a slow boil now. So now would be the time that we add in our sugar. I'm just gonna add a little bit because our black cherry syrup is also very sweet that we're gonna add at the end. Okay, so now we're gonna shut the heat off and we're going to add in some sugar. Whew, steamy. Okay, So this now has 2 teaspoons of sugar in it. It has already come to a boil. So now the next step is adding in, for me, oat milk. For you, whatever kind of milk you want. I prefer oat milk because it's nice and creamy, but really you can use any kind of milk that you want. So I'm gonna put in about a cup of milk into this. So we've got our hot chai. I'm adding in about a cup of oat milk. And then we're gonna put this back onto the stove to make sure it stays nice and warm. Your next step is to grab a cool mug or a not so cool mug, up to you, but I think everything tastes a little bit better in a cool mug. So now, I'm going to add in my black cherry syrup. So that's what's going to give it that black cherry taste. So this is a sugar-free syrup. You can use the one that has sugar. You can use sugar-free. It's really, really up to you. I love black cherry flavor, so I'm going to do a decent amount. It's up to you. You don't even have to add this part. You can just do the chai as is. So that was probably about 1/4 of a cup. Like I said, I really like black cherry. So now I'm going to grab my strainer. So I've got my strainer here and my chai that I cooked up on the stove, and you're just going to strain the mixture into the cup. And there you have it. This is our black cherry chai. Honestly, this is so good. It's really, really good. Let me know if you guys try it. Let me know whatever variations you do also. Remember to hit that like, subscribe button so you can follow along with the Goth Martha Stewart.